Good evening. Good evening, UK time, that is. Hello to you all. This is it, the Inspirational Livestream, as I had planned and scheduled already earlier on. But it was planned all along, but it was yesterday's one that was hurriedly scheduled. So hello to you all. Good evening, Rexy. Good to see you, Rexy. Heidi, good evening to you. Thank you. Great music. Oh, hello to Betty Gregson. Oh, Betty, okay. Yes, I saw you in the video, Betty, yes. Betty, Steve is the husband, isn't he? Betty and Steve, as far as I'm certain. But hello to you, Betty. And also you mentioned me in the video. I can only very well remember. No, but thank you for the nice things you said about me in the video when you yourself, Steve, Graham, and Fiona met up not terribly long ago. But it's wonderful seeing you on here. Tommy Gardner's here. Hello to you. Good evening, Tommy. Good evening. And Kaz. Hello to you. And Blacksmith. Hello, and hello to your daughter, who has the 3 horses and represents Great Britain for the horse racing. Hello to you all. And today's quite an important day. I'm going to explain why. Because today has been the annually observed World Mental Health Awareness Day. I thought Steve was Darby, yes, the husband. It is World Mental Health Day today of 2024. And World Mental Health Day, I was astonished. I was astonished by how long it's been represented. World Mental Health Day is annually observed every single year on the 10th of October. Today is the 10th of October, to tell all of you of things, which therefore marks World Mental Health Day. It's been going on it's been around since 1992. It's been annually observed since 1992. So for the best part of 32 years, this day has been annually represented. So really representing the utmost importance of one's mental health and how important one's mental well-being well and truly is, because your mental health is just as vitally important as your physical health in every way. And I could say that without a shadow of questionable doubt in every way in that regarded matter and all that. So one's mental health, and certainly being aware of one's mental health, is vitally important in every way. And I mean in every single way, One cannot ignore one's mental health. One's mental health is precious. Not only is it precious, but really above and beyond anything, it's vitally important. To damage one's mental health, it has a powerful effect. So being aware of one's mental health, certainly on a day like today, World Mental Health Day, and also showing the advocative support for those who suffer with mental health trouble or mental health trauma, PTSD, etc. Trevor Colt's one example. Unfortunately, I think Hutch went through a period where he was broken mentally and emotionally after he finished his time serving in the prison service. And he even broke down mentally during his early days of his basic training in the British Army, because he's ex-military, like Trevor, although he didn't serve as long in the military as Trevor. But Trevor, as you know, he served in the military, but it came at a much later, expensively pricey cost of being struck down with PTSD, as not just, well, some of you are already aware of it, but not all of you are. Mental health problems, PTSD, mental trauma, all kinds of mental health troubles. There's serious stuff. It is serious stuff. And that's why it's important I truly believe it's important to have a day like World Mental Health Day annually observed, to be, show some sensitivity around people who are mentally disturbed and have got mental health problems, or those with mental disabilities, etc. So I think I'm very much voicing my support advocatively for World Mental Health Day, We should all be aware of our mental health every day, and certainly a lot of, yes, Kaz, you're completely right. Kaz, you are far too completely right on that matter, yes. A lot of people make their mental health issues blindly evident. I just can't subscribe to these days for every occasion. Thank you, Lexi, thank you. Hello to you, Herman. Hello to you. And Diane, hello to you, my lovely. I would never say hello without giving you a big hug and squeeze. Hello to you. Hello to Scott. Hello to you, Scott, who is originally from Miss Southern Belle. We love our lovely Belle, don't we? Well, some of you are not familiar of Miss Southern Belle, but I am. Lovely lady. Christine Suckup and Clyde the cat. Hello to you both. Hello to Christine and Clyde. I wouldn't say hello without giving you a great big hug and squeeze, Christine. And obviously cuddles and strokes and tickles to Clyde. Hello to you both. Diane White, Harriet's friend. Hello to you. Taking the cat to the vet. Okay, I presume you're taking Willa and Alice. Is it either Willa or Alice you're taking to the vet for Harriet? I mean, is Harriet ill? I'm guessing she's in the hospital, but if she is in the hospital, prayers for Harriet. Because the hospital, not the place one wants to be. Oh, no. One does not want to be in the hospital. No. I mean, I do not like going into hospital because I actually had to go in a few short years ago for a fractured metatarsal. Not the place one wants to be. No. Good evening to you, Dormery, and great big hugs and squeezes always. Yes, Kaz was voicing support for World Mental Health Day. I advocatively voice my support for World Mental Health Day, annually observed on the 10th of October every year. Also, the 10th of October is the birthday of Hutch's father. You know, from the Fitness Hutch. Peter Hutchinson is Hutch's father, the Fitness Hutch I'm referring to. It's his dad's birthday today, just to tell everybody on things, because I could remember on Hutch's birthday live stream this time last year, he was talking about his father's 70th birthday last year, and he's 71 years of age today. But his father's been put through the mill with a great deal, having recently had cancer and went to the hospital to undergo a partial lung removal surgery. Fortunately, he got through it okay and was feeling better, but I think he did come at the cost with certain breath issues, etc. But other than that, his father's not too bad, but just think it's permanently affected his breath to some extent. But other than that, he's okay. And of course, he's still got his grandmother, Hutch, who's 98 years of age, going to be 100 in 2 years. So, and then we got Hutch's birthday on the 12th of October, so that's going to be something exciting. So we've got some excitement for the next couple of days, next 2-3 days. Hutch's birthday on the Saturday, event attending day on the Saturday, and event attending day again, but on the Sunday. And I too echo Maureen's sentiments on mental health as well. Hello. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you for your friendliness towards Dawn Marie. Oh, Dawn Marie, I'm so extremely sorry about the loss of your late grandfather. I mean, my Edmund was my wonderful grandfather. Your wonderful grandfather passed away today many years ago. He taught you a lot for living a good life. I was taught a lot for living a good life from both my parents and my grandparents, particularly my grandmother Anne, and of course my late grandfather Edmund. And you know, I always used to relish the thrill on going on a long walk with my Edmund. He was the one who really, one of the only family relatives of mine who really did represent the true importance of walking a lot to me, because every time I went to my grandparents, especially in my youth, we'd go on a long walk together, Edmund and I. So I value your point. I'm so extremely sorry about your late grandfather. I mean, I was devastated when my Edmund died, as a lot of you know. But I'm happy learning he taught you a lot. I am extremely sorry given the effect it had on you, his death. all I can only do is just empathize with those who are greatly affected by the loss of their relatives, particularly their grandfathers. Hello, hello. Oh, sorry. No, yes, I had said hello to you, Betty. Sorry. No, I nearly forgot you were here. Sorry. I'm just reading your comment now because I missed it a moment ago. I'm reading it now. Your husband served in the army. That's why you went to Jib, because we lived there for 2 years. Interesting. Well, Betty, much respect to Steve. Well done to Steve. If you're watching, Steve, well done for your years of service. And we've got another ex-military on here. Sapper, yes, I saw you in here. Sapper, well done. Well done for all your years of service that you did when you served in the armed forces. Same with Steve too, and of course, Graham, Trevor, and Hutch. Well done, all people who've served in the armed forces. Well done for your years of service. Well done. And thank you for your years of service, most vitally, importantly. What am I missing? Hello, you silly old dog and silly git. Hello, hello to you, Sapper. You have rum. Yes, you you can't promise to be on your best behavior. Oh, Sapper, you are naughty. You are very naughty, but extremely funny at the same time. But that's why we like you're well respected and we like you greatly, because of your humorous nature and, of course, your intentions to be funny. And that's what I like about you and people who have those humorous traits. That's what I like about people who have that possessed in themselves and all that, you know. Howdy, howdy, Zeph. Howdy, howdy. Lots of hugs to you always. Howdy, howdy. Bruises go, broken bones heal, but your mind takes longer, if ever to... No, you're completely right. I totally agree with you, Dawn Marie. Yes, it's a big hug and squeeze to our Dawn Marie. Sad, but no, the loss of her grandfather has had a tremendously great effect on her mentality. And she was just talking very openly and lovingly about her wonderful late grandfather who died on this day many years ago. You know. Oh, thank you, Zell. Thank you. No, yeah, outer limits, you're completely right. Yeah. It really is sad not only to lose your late grandparents, but any loved one you've closely looked up to all your life. It really is extremely sad. I can only too greatly concur to that. I can really only far too greatly concur to that, especially having experienced losing my wonderful late grandfather Edmund in February 4 years ago, which obviously devastated myself and my family and had the worst effect on my grandmother, who's still alive to this day, by the way. I can only too greatly concur to those who have lost loved ones and the effect it's had on them. And what I can only too greatly concur to what it feels like losing a loved one and how great the effect it can have on one's self. Thank you. Thank you very much, Diane. And if Harriet's not well, prayers to Harriet. And I hope it wasn't too much of a job getting Willa or Alice, whoever it was, to the vet. Sapper would be a bit big for you to be his little sausage, to be your little sausage. No, but had he been shorter than you, Dawn Marie, yes, he could be your little sausage. But actually, in fact, because you're my height and weight, you'd be shorter and lighter than he. So you wouldn't be his little sausage, I'm afraid. But it's nice endearment all the same, though. If I am your sausage, I must be a chip and not. Well, actually, can I tell you something, Sapper? Dawn Marie and I, we're the same size, same height, same weight. We're smaller than you, so in fact, we'd be the little sausages, not you. You'd be the great big chorizo. But silly old dog, but if it's too much, my apologies. Thank you. Thank you. The SC USA. Are you referring to Annabelle's live that happened? Oh, yes. Annabelle was live recently. And Annabelle, if you're watching or if you've watched the replay, can I say well done for your 3.7k plus subscriber milestone and for recently representing Sapper so extremely well on your latest public live stream. Though it wasn't a members live stream only, as was initially intended, well done. Well done. Though it was public, it was a mistaken public live stream. Well done for representing him so well and for representing your overall live stream so extremely well. Well done to Annabelle. And Annabelle is one of my best friends, as is Shapper too. Graham, Fiona, Trevor, Hutchmel, they're one of my best friends too. I would certainly say that in every regard possible. Thank you, Zev. I mean, Zev, I can only too greatly concur as to what it feels like losing a loved one after experiencing losing my wonderful late grandfather Edmund. I can only too greatly concur as to what it feels like losing a close loved one or close grandparents, etc., or your parents. Diane, hello. Hiya, Diane. Every day you think of him and your late grandmother, the best people in your world. If I'm really at edge, you think of them, it helps a lot. Oh, how lovely. No, I am extremely sorry that it had such a great saddening effect, the loss of your grandfather. Don't worry. This life of mine, thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your friendliness towards Scott. Scott's a new friend of mine, by the way, Sapper. He's a good new friend of mine. Sadly, your son only knew his grandfather for 3.5 years, but long enough to have some memory with me filling in the... Oh, that is sad. I lost one of my grandmothers one of my grandfathers, my mother's father, my grandfather Eric. He died when I was just 4.5 months. So I don't have any memory of him. I was only told that he met me just shortly before he died. So I don't have any memory of my grandfather Eric. I was only ever told that he met me before he died. And I was his first grandson, my grandfather Eric. I was his first grandson, so he got to see his first grandson before he died. He died, very tragically died. He died as a result of an aneurysm. And because he was a Jehovah's Witness, because my mother was brought up a Jehovah's Witness, the only way to have cured his aneurysm was through blood transfusion. But because of his religious status, Jehovah's Witness status, that is, he was forbidden to have a blood transfusion. So therefore, he died of an aneurysm that could have been treated, unfortunately. So very, very sad way he went, when he actually could have had the blood transfusion to save his own life. But taking into account his religious status, he was forbidden. Awful what some religious, it's awful, the curtailment certain religions can place on one's freedoms and all that. Awful. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you for your friendliness towards Sapper. Thank you. Sorry, am I missing anything? I'm a little slow. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your friendliness towards Betty and Steve Gregson. Thank you. If you found your amazing, wonderful sister dead on the floor beside your bed, that is horrific. That's horrendous. You'll never recover from that horror. Feel like tearing your skin. Oh, no. No, talking about tearing your skin off. No, that would make me want to vomit. No, tearing your skin. No, that's really that's too much. No, I'm so sorry hearing that your sister died so tragically, Maureen. I'm really extremely sorry for the loss. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for your friendliness towards Sapper. Thank you. And Sapper, thank you for warming up to my new friend Scott so well. Thank you. Thank you also for your friendliness towards Christine. Thank you. Think of your late father every day more than 35 years after losing him, but not quite so. Your mother was very close to him. Oh, lovely. Big treats. Sapper would be mine and Dawn Marie's great big treat. So yes, and because of our 5'8" and 11 stone of height, Dawn Marie and I, that is, we'd be his little sausages. And thank you for your friendliness towards Herman, Sapper. Thank you. You know. Monta, hello. Hello. Yes, oh yes, I remember you talking about your late grandfather. He was your best friend, and that moved me very visibly. I was very visibly moved about the story of your late grandfather, who, as you regarded as your best friend, who was always wonderful to you and taught you a lot. So it's wonderful seeing you, Wanda. Wishing you well, but I know you'll pull through because you've got them. You've got a fantastic spirit, fantastic mentality. We think of you, we do pray and worry for you, but we know you're a strong lady with a strong mentality and you're going to get through it. I certainly believe so, wholeheartedly. Thank you, Elizabeth, for your friendliness towards Sapper, and thank you, Steve, for your friendliness towards Sapper too. Thank you. And obviously, you and Steve, Sapper and Steve, would speak their language regarding being ex-military. Sausage weenie gate. Wait until Harriet finds out about this, Diane. Wait until Harriet finds out about this. Hang on a bit, Diane, aren't you in the veterinarian surgery now? Getting either Willa or Alice taken there. Do let me know. Marcia, hello. Lots of great big hugs and squeezes always. And hello to your dearly loved husband, Mr. Toms. Mr. and Mrs. Toms obviously are in the chat now. And of course, hello to Wookie, Master Wookie, Lady Lily. Well, she's a bit of a very angry, strict Lady Lily. And of course, Lady Sky, playful Lady Sky. Well, playful little girl Sky. I think that would be a better way to regard her as that. But if it was too much, Marcia, please do tell me. And if it was offensive, please tell me. My apologies if I did cause offense. You think if your dad was here, he would be the biggest? Yes, because he's 22 stone. Oh my goodness, no. Not only would he be a great big chorizo, he'd be an XX large chorizo if he was in here. But no offense to you, Nigel, no offense to you. Still in the hospital, but I know you'll pull through and eventually get out there. You've got a strong mentality and a strong spirit, and we know you'll pull through and be out in no time. Yes, I completely agree with you on that. Hannibal really is very likable and so relatable. She really, really is. I totally agree with you on that. She really, really is. So what cheery stuff have we been up to today? Well, Sapper's asked all of us a question. I'll leave it for you to answer first before I answer to it. You don't heal with death very well. Today the horse you fell off went to... Oh, no. May his pastures be given. Run through Bentley. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good evening to you, Graham. Good evening to you. Hello, hello, hello to you, Graham. Thank you, Diane, for your friendliness towards Scott. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Thank you. Joe Hose, no. Laid recording. In what way is this laid recording? Do explain, please, Wanda. Hello, hello to you, Bill. Hello. You have a lovely photo of your son safe in his grandfather's arms the day you brought him home from the hospital at 3 days old. He was so proud and happy of his grandson. How lovely. How lovely learning this. The oldest bus I've travelled on has probably got to be one of the route masters. It's probably got to be some of the old route masters, or one of the buses I rode at the Amberia Museum Transport event, etc. Your poor old grandmother from your mother's side passed away after crashing into a giant tree, then it collapsed and... Oh, awful. That is tragic. That's a real, real tragedy. Okay, well, I hope Harriet's all right, Diane. And whoever it is you're taking to the vets, Willa or Alice, I hope it goes all right. Made so many recordings of your grandfather. Oh, it was about your grandfather. Sorry, Wanda. Sorry about that. Ems and no friends. Hello to you, Ems. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to you. I know. Yeah, no, yes. You know. Hello, hello, hello to you, Alfredo. Yes, I am doing them. Not a late night live, no, but this live, yes, which I'll be doing for about 90 odd minutes. Arthritis, no, I can imagine. Only too well, arthritis is horrible. Feel you have rounded the cornea. Oh, no, that is awful. That's awful. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for trolls, yes. Thank you, Marcy. I'm happy no offence was taken to it. Thank you, Alfredo, for your friendliness towards Hailey, Sapper, and Dormery, and everybody else. Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you. Hope to go home next week. I believe you're going to be out in no time, Wanda. Once you're back home, we'll cheer for you. We'll be cheery happy for you. We'll all be cheery happy and relieved. It must be a sense of relief to finally go back home. But you're a strong lady with strong spirit, and you've pulled through it. So we commend you and praise you for that greatly, Wanda. Speaking of the topic of death, it seems, at least in the United States, so many are choosing to forego funerals and not really have formal. Yes, no, I find that not only sad, I find that gutting. I find that very gutting when people choose to forego funeral services. I really do find that very gutting. So you shared a good point there, Scott. Very good point. Counting the days. I'll be counting the days for you too, Wanda. All of us will. We certainly will. Crumped. Oh, sorry. There you are. I think that's better now. Sorry about that. Lindy, good evening to you. Hello to you. Hello to the cats as well. Oh, that's so lovely. That's so lovely hearing this from you, Maureen. Thank you. Thank you. Don't you know how much comfort you provide to all of us? Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for your captivated, charmingly kind grip of friendliness towards Lindy. Thank you. Thank you. My last event of the year on the 16th and 17th of November of 2024. I'm not going to say where it is, Sapper, but it's going to be a model rail event. I first attended it last year, and that's going to be my last event for 2024. You know. But I've been doing event attending for now the best part of 3 years. No, not best part of 6 years now, because I attended 2 events annually. I only knew about 2 annual events before I met David. 2 annual events only, and that was it. The only events I knew prior to meeting David was just the Worthing and Eastbourne bus rallies, and that was it. That was it. Just 2 rallies, just 2 bus rallies prior to 2021. It was only after I met David I found out about more events, you know. And as I know I've said it before, obviously I would always say this. I thank David big time. I thank him big time for introducing me to the events that I now have the privileged fortune of going to annually whenever I can. I mean, I couldn't thank David enough for it. And since getting into the event attending David got me into, I'm the happiest man I've now been since before my grandfather died. You know, I'm the happiest I've been in over 5 years since going to these events, you know, because I met David at what was a very low point in my life, having just lost my grandfather and going through other things that wasn't, other troubles and things that really took just a huge toll on my mentality. And obviously my family was going through a lot because of the loss of my Edmund and all that. So it was quite a critically low point in my life. I was broken mentally, and to the point where I lost interest in life. And I was like, what's the point? Because there was something that happened that I really didn't take well to, and didn't get a chance to properly overcome the loss of my grandfather, you know, so, which I did eventually, but it really took time. So I eventually overcame the loss, but It was over time as I attended the events, I found I was happier. And it really was. It's proved instrumentally useful in overcoming the loss of my late grandfather. And of course, really bringing me back in body and spirit. I know, Graham, yes, it's your birthday this month, I know. And you don't look a day over 46. You're certainly not looking a day over 46. Both you and Fiona, I would say you only look about 45, 46 max instead of the ages you are. So both of you look fantastic. I mean, you both look fantastic, I must say. Interesting, Seth, interesting. David, on the other hand, he's older than you. I'm not going to say how old he is, but he's older than both yourself and Graham. You are Stephen. Steve, are you kidding me? Are you pulling our legs? You couldn't be. I mean, no, really, you couldn't be. If I were to guess how old you are, I would have thought you're about 55. You couldn't be 68. You really couldn't. No way could I have believed you are that age. Same with Graham. No way could I believe she is the age she is now. No, I don't think Fiona looks as young as 29, but she certainly does not look anywhere near 50. I would say that. Nowhere near 50, and nowhere near the age she is now. She looks easily, certainly a good 9-10 years younger, easily. You know, I mean, no, really, she could easily looks about 9-10 years younger, in my opinion. But one thing I could say, Graham and Fiona, both of you look considerably better than what my grandfather looked like when he was definitely easily a year younger than the age Fiona is now. I mean, had you seen what he looked like at the age Fiona is, you'd be surprised. I mean, you really would be surprised. No, he doesn't look it. He does not look it at all, Betty. No, he really does not look near 68 at all. No, he really doesn't. He looks totally fantastic for it. No, he really doesn't look his age at all. I mean, I am surprised. I'm surprised. What kind of event? Tomorrow it's a model rail event. It's a model rail event on Saturday and a classic card event on the Sunday. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you for your friendliness towards Graham and Fiona and your ever strong grip of support towards them. Thank you. No, I didn't, Graham. I think I missed Diane Durham. I think Diane got wiped clean and removed, quite possibly. So I missed Diane Durham. I missed her. Am I missing anything? Oh no, that is very sad. Rest in peace, Pavla. Gas, no friends, you'll be in touch soon. Ta-ta for now, Diane, and best wishes to Harriet too. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for your friendliness towards Sapper. Thank you. We mustn't be tempted to comment. Not worry. No, I would think that too if I was married. I would think that. And all that. There was a good channel I recently checked out. I thought I'd talk to all of you about it. This channel I'm referring to, Daily Empress. I've only watched about 1 or 2 of Empress's videos. You know, so it's brilliant content. Daily Empress 5 is the content I'm referring to. Brilliant channel. Fantastic channel it is. For those of you who are yet to see Daily Empress channel, I'm just going to post a link up to it right now. It's a brilliant channel, worthy of watching. Certainly most worthy of watching, that channel, as is Duchess Blair. And recently, some of you may or may not already be aware, I recently had the privileged fortune of making my appearance with Duchess Blair, Duchess of North Sussex, you know, and I couldn't thank Duchess Blair enough. I couldn't thank Duchess Blair enough. And Sue Smith, that is, she saw what I looked like for the first time and saw and heard, and for the first time she'd heard what I sounded like and all that. And she said some very, very nice things about me, Susie. Very, very nice things our lovely Susie said about me when I was making my appearance with Duchess Blair, talking about the troll who, thank goodness, is getting convicted next month for sentencing. You know? So, and other things, trolling, you're eventually going to get found out for trolling because of the VPN, etc. So there's no hiding for trolling, thank goodness. One of your favorites, Matthew Marsden by Trevor. What a great guy and a new American patriot. Yes, Matthew Marsden's a brilliant YouTuber. He's a brilliant YouTuber, Matthew, and a fantastic actor too. You're subscribed to Daily Empress. Oh, okay, Blacksmith, okay. I think a couple of us are wearing a new suit of clothes and have a deed poll in force. In what way? Ocean Emmett. Are you referring to the shirt I'm wearing, or is it about something else? Daily Empress, Duchess Blair. I recommend them both big time. But for those of you who are not yet familiar of Duchess Blair, though I know a great many of you very much are very, very greatly aware of Duchess Blair, or Little Blair, as we'd say, because she's not very much over 5 feet of height. I thought I'd recommend her channel for those of you who are yet to see it. But I certainly recommend anybody give it a watch. Certainly. Yes, indeed. So, yeah. Yes, but I couldn't thank Duchess Blair enough for allowing me on the live stream. No, for the appearance. Every appearance I made with Duchess Blair, Graham, Fiona, or Trevor, or quite possibly with the Hotches, and on all that, I would thank anybody for having me on a live stream appearance. I even thank Annabelle for having me on a live appearance about once or twice and all that. Yes, I hope Fiona's back is all right. I hope she's not damaged it by all means. Oh, because of the necessary name avatar change, recent trolling. Nobody deserves to be put through the pains of trolling. Nobody deserves it. I love Duchess Blair. I really do. Imogen, hello! I wouldn't say hello without giving you a great big hug and squeeze. Hello to you, Imogen. Hello. Duchess of Sussex is fantastic. She really represented me very well on her last live. And of course, Empress, she represented her particularly well. I'm in much demand. Everyone wants you on. Don't know about the Hotches, but I'm sure they'll have me one day. But thank you. Thank you for the if you were saying it as a compliment, Lindy. Thank you. What some of these time wasters have done to the main players is yes, I completely agree. Completely agree with you on that. The police must be going through gaga. I can imagine. I can only completely imagine that. Thank you, Imogen. Thank you, Imogen, for your friendliness towards Zeph and Heidi. Thank you. I demand you. Just be careful, Herman, because Sapper could have taken this the wrong way, but I know you're probably pulling his leg. No, I know it was a compliment, Lindy. I do know that it was a compliment. I know that. You're very good with the compliment, so thank you, Lindy. Thank you. And thank you, Sapper, for your friendliness towards Imogen. Thank you. Our open-minded, wonderful friend, Imogen, that is. And of course, always ever unfailingly friendly towards oneself, to share the point. But what is it I'm going to show? I've got... She well and truly is. Oh, Imogen. I love Imogen dearly, Graham. No, Graham, really. I love Imogen. I really do. I love her very, very dearly. I really do. I mean, who couldn't love our Imogen? We love her dearly, as do you and Fiona. Wonderful, wonderful lady. There are many other wonderful, delightful friends I could really talk about, and I couldn't be more fortunate to be friends with them or be associated with them, to tell oneself of things. No, I know Herman's a good egg, I know that. He certainly is a good egg for sure. Thank you, Blacksmith. Thank you for your friendliness towards Imogen. Thank you. Thank you. I was going to show something of a particularly memorable moment in my time when making a live stream appearance with Graham and Fiona. I mean, I never look back on this. I certainly, above and beyond anything, never look back on it now. I mean, it was a surprise as it may have been. Certainly as a surprise as it may have been. You know, I'm extremely happy it happened. Some of you may be familiar of it. Oh, thank you, Gareth. Thank you for your friendliness towards all of us. But good evening to you. Hello to you. May you suggest a channel you've recently subscribed to? He used to be a member of Queen's Guard, and he's such a lovely person. Francis Page Media. Francis Page Media, right. Let me look up Francis Page Media. Okay. Francis Page. Francis Page Media. Just having a look. Francis Page Media. It looks interesting. It certainly looks interesting by and large and by all means. Thank you. As are you, Imogen. As are you. But I wanted to show a particularly memorable moment. It was the second time the two of us were live. Trevor was with us temporarily, but then he left about 5 minutes whilst she was only about 5 minutes into the live. Graham obviously knows what I'm talking about, but you don't need to say, Graham, you certainly do not need to say, because I do know you know who I'm referring to. Sorry, wait a moment. I want to be in it. I want to be in your calendar. Do have a picture of me in your calendar, please. And certainly have Trevor, Hutch, Graham, Mel, Fiona, or Harriet, if you ever get a picture of Harriet, or my cats, and certainly Willa the cat. Have us all in it. Have all of our pictures in it. No, not topless, but fully clothed. But definitely have us. But I wouldn't permit you to have a picture of me topless, but definitely have me in it. Yes. But it's the second time we were both making an appearance with Graham and Fiona. I love her to bits, this lady. I really do. She's much loved in Graham and Fiona's community. She's a Welsh resident. So I think it's going to familiarize a lot of you. So I've got to show this memorable moment because we're going up to 6 months since we made our second appearance together with Graham and Fiona. It's 28th of October. It will be 6 months since we made our second appearance with Graham and Fiona. I'll show it now. If I can get it up, I'll get it up now. I just got to find the picture. Well, I'll show. Hello to you, Helen. Hello. Great big hugs and squeeze as always. Calendar gate. If it's all veterans, yes, if it's all veterans, definitely have Steve in it. Yes, of course. Do come on. Certainly. But wait a moment. Wait a moment. Sorry, I'm just going to show the picture. I'll show that one first and I'll get the next one up. That was when I made my second debut appearance with Graham and Fiona back in April of 2024. That's me. I mean, I've made 4 so far, but that's the second out of the 4th because, I mean, I'd already back in August celebrated and represented 6 months since I first made my appearance with Graham and Fiona. Trevor, as we know, we all know him here, our hero we all look up to greatly. Kanda, he was with us temporarily, and then we had Lady Faith temporarily. But we'll get to a particularly memorable part. Something in the nearly 6 months since it happened, I couldn't be more thankful to Graham and Fiona for it. I really couldn't. Right, I'm going to get it up. I'm certainly going to get it up. If I could share. I'll be getting it up, and before long, I'll be saying it. Yes, I'm going to share the screen. If one knows, that is our Michelle Pope, who I've mentioned quite a few times. And this is not a computer-generated image. This is real life. This is real life. This was our second debut appearance we made together, Michelle and I. And, in the nearly 6 months since we made our second debut appearance together with Graham and Fiona, I couldn't thank Graham and Fiona enough for it. I mean, I really couldn't thank them enough for having Michelle and I, both once back in February of 2024, which I did a representation representing it, and the second time back in April of 2024. Yes, this was before I removed the headphones, because I didn't know if I removed it, people wouldn't hear me. I was worried about that, but now people know they'd hear me if I did. But in the nearly 6 months since my second appearance with Graham and Fiona, and having Michelle too, I couldn't thank them both enough for it. I really couldn't. And Sapper, I couldn't thank you enough for having me appeared on your content as well. And I couldn't thank Duchess Blair enough, or Trevor enough, for having me on their content as well. I've certainly got to say that by and large, with all due thanking gratitude. And, but I think I was happier in April, because the first time Michelle and I did a live appearance together, it was on the anniversary of my grandfather's death. So I was taken. I wasn't crossly taken. I was surprised. I was surprised because I was literally like, it couldn't be Michelle Pope, who I was on the live with, but it was back in February. But I'm extremely thankful for that surprise. I think I needed it, because I wasn't terribly happy that day, but it cheered me up greatly as I came to realize when looking back now on the event. So Graham and Fiona, thank you. Thank you for kindly having Michelle and I on your live back in February and April. Thank you greatly. Alison Boydell, hello to you. Fiona and Graham is how you found me. Thank you. It was Trevor who put onto you. It was through Trevor you found out about me. Oh, how lovely. Yes, I did miss it, sadly, Tommy, unfortunately. I'll try and catch up whenever I can. Hello to you, Stevie. Great big hugs and squeezes. Hello to you. It's through the lovely Fiona and Graham that you found out about me, Diane. Thank you, Diane. Thank you for telling me of this. Thank you. Yes, and you as well, Heidi. Yes. But it's nearly going on a good year since Michelle and I made our debut appearance with Graham and Fiona. I love Michelle dearly. I really do. I mean, who couldn't love Michelle Pope? I mean, we love her. I certainly love her dearly. I was a little I wasn't nervous to speak my mind in February, but I just didn't say it. But it wasn't until months later that I said to Michelle, well, who couldn't love you, Michelle? We love you. And she was like, oh, thank you. And she took her glasses off and said, you need some of these, my darling. And I burst out with laughter. I remember that moment too well. Oh, and that was when we made our first debut appearance, Michelle and I, back in February 2024. It will be the 18th of February 2025, since we'll mark 1 year since we made our first debut appearance with Graham and Fiona. The smile, that captivated smile of her looking directly when she saw me, and of course Graham and Fiona smiling, and me, I couldn't help but smile when Michelle was speaking, after she spoke so highly of Graham and Fiona, you know. Yes, it was 2023, latter part of 2023 we first met, Christine, yes. And eventually you saw what I looked like, didn't you? No, not yet. I'm going to post it up fairly soon, Sapper, but I just wanted to represent this memorable moment. And in almost a year since this happened, I couldn't thank Graham and Fiona enough for it. I really couldn't thank them enough. Wonderful, memorable moment this was. Fantastic moment. So thank you, Graham and Fiona. Thank you for it. No, I cannot thank Graham and Fiona for the support they've given towards me. I literally never thought that only a year later, a year since I first became acquainted, or in such a short time after becoming acquainted with Graham and Fiona, we'd have a friendship that's got to the point where it's become now a friend. I regard Graham and Fiona as one of my best friends, Maureen, and of course Trevor, one of my best friends too. Not just Trevor, but Hutch and Mel. It was through Trevor. It was it was through Trevor I became friendly with the Hutches, and through the Hutches I became familiar with Annabelle, and of course, and Sapper too. They're one of my best friends, and Duchess Blair, one of my best friends. I couldn't be more thankful, and I couldn't be more fortunate and more thankful for being associated with these wonderful people. Oh, their Christmas lives are fantastic. They're well and truly fantastic. Goldie, hello, hello. It's certainly been a while. Hello, hello to you, Goldie. That's Tommy's channel, Dormery. Yes, it's Tommy's channel. But it's time to, I think it was Graham and Trevor who wanted to go on my live. No, Graham and Sapper, sorry, who wanted to go on my live. Right. It's time to invite Graham and Sapper on, okay? Time for invite, okay. Time for the invite. Graham and Sapper. The link's up for them for when they are. I don't know. I don't know yet, Graham. The only thing is, if I were to do a Christmas live, I wouldn't want it to clash with yours and Fiona's. No, I really wouldn't want it to clash with yours and Fiona's. So should I do a live for Christmas or Christmas lives? I don't know if I'm going to do a Christmas live or not. I may do a Christmas live special, etc. and all that. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. But if I do, I'd obviously do it at a time either before or after yourself and Fiona have gone live. Those are the circumstances I would do it in. Do one together. Interesting one. You know. Thank you. But the link's up, Graham, for whenever you're ready. But I would certainly love to make a Christmas live appearance with yourself and Fiona. I would certainly love to make quite a few, but only if it's okay with you two. I wouldn't do it against your wishes or against your will. I certainly wouldn't do it in that matter, you know. Oh no, so sorry hearing this, poor you. Right, just let you know, please say hello to my good friend. Oh no, please say hello to my good friend Sapper. Hello, Sapper, are you here?
Hello? Hello?
And
how are you?
Hello. Good evening, you two. Good evening. Good
Hello.
Hello.
You need a haircut.
I can hear you, yes.
Excellent. Well, I challenged Sapper to a silly hat competition.
Can you hear me?
I think Sapper has won.
Yeah, I think he has.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I certainly can.
No, I can't.
There you go. I'm back in the room now. I need a haircut.
Yes, I could see that.
That's
good, isn't it?
That's a wicked hat you got there. What's that?
As a Nepali hat. From
What?
Nepal. It's a hat from Nepal.
Nepal.
Hello,
Quality
Miss
water.
Fiona.
Hello,
Hello.
Fiona.
Hang on.
Hello, Fiona.
Right.
Take my
love.
sunglasses off. I can't see. It's too dark. What? What's he doing?
Nothing.
That's a
I'm
nice
getting
cake.
Jubilee clip for the neighbours. They've
Oh
got-
yes. I just thought that's better. Yes. No, my wife is on an emergency call. One of the neighbours
Really?
is sinking, and so she's going to help.
Well, they're not sinking.
She needs a Jubilee clip or something.
No, it's their internal water, fresh water.
Oh, they're fresh water. Turn the pump off.
They've done that. They don't know what to do next.
Oh, okay. Fiona will fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
Fiona,
panic, anybody.
No, we
Fiona's
won't.
here.
Fiona will fix a lot of things.
What's she doing? What do you need? What's
Jerry Stephanie's in. Hello to you, Jerry.
Foxy's disappeared.
I'm still here.
He's gone up. Well, you've gone all pixelated.
Foxy, get that top button undone.
Yeah.
It's cold.
What do you mean,
Have
you
you ever
can't? Get
heard?
out of
Have
here.
you ever heard of Dwayne Dibley?
Who was this? Who
Go
was
on,
this
you-
guy?
Dibley.
I haven't seen him.
Well,
You haven't
Yeah.
watched Red Dwarf?
can I give
No,
you a
not really.
fashion? Yeah, I will back Sapper up here on the fashion tip. Undo the top button, Foxy. You'll look a lot
But it's-
cooler.
But it's cold in the. in the
Stays he with the silly hat.
Come on.
It's fantastic hat, I must say.
I think you look. I think you should put in the chat. Hands up, who thinks you should undo your top button to look more cool? And everybody, one in the chat if you think you should undo his top button.
Oh, God,
Hey, look,
goodness.
see, top button or we riot. There you go. See, look, they're always saying,
Oh.
haven't you?
Oh, Jerry, this is a challenge, isn't it? You're trying to challenge me, good old friend Jerry.
Come on, do it.
Oh,
Do
oh
it.
shit, quite a
Do
few
it.
ones in here now.
See,
There you are.
there you go, mate. There you go. You look so much
Okay.
better with your top button undone.
100%
that's
cooler.
better.
100% cooler.
Do you still
So you
feel?
have to look
Does
up.
that make you
have to
feel
look up
cold
Red
now?
Dwarf and Dwayne
What's
Dibley.
that?
Does it make you feel cold now?
Yes.
Get out of town.
Get out of here, man.
You know I feel the
Sorry,
cold.
I need to take this wig off because it's making me.
Yeah,
I
win.
quite suit that, don't I?
So I
do
win.
the
I win.
fence.
I win then. You had the silliest
Oh, no.
hat competition, but I won for endurance.
You did win for endurance.
I didn't wuss out because I was
There
too
you go. I'll
hot.
put that one back on there.
Brilliant
Oh,
one.
my God.
There, look. Can you spot the difference? Look, see.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
It's a roll-on deodorant, look. See, look.
Stevie's blushing now, Sapper. Stevie's blushing as a result of
I
what I've
do,
done.
Seth. I do need a fez. I would love to buy a fez.
And
Try
now
and get one
Fez?
for the next life.
You want a fez?
There, I need a
Fez?
fez.
They come from Morocco. They've got loads from here. I can get you one.
Yeah.
a fez. Another
Would you be
four.
here-
Morocco's
would you be
not
here
far,
just,
is it?
mate? I'll send you one.
What's that?
Yeah, okay. We'll swap.
That's fair.
Apparently, Zeph, you've
Oh, you,
kept
you can
Zeph up.
improvise. You can spray a plant pot red and put a tassel on it.
Yeah, that's right.
I have seen what a fez looks like. I've seen the fezzes.
Yeah, but the thing is, I won't look like Tommy Cooper. I'd probably end up looking like that John McCririck.
If you have a fez, Sapper, you'd look like Salah from Indiana Jones if you had a fez.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Because he has the fez hat, as you know. He wears the
Wearing
fez.
a bowler hat, I look like the Chinese guy at Dr. No. What was his name? Can't remember
Don't
his name
know.
right now.
Foxy, you need to wear a silly hat. You're the odd one out.
Oh, I haven't got a silly hat on me.
Need a bowler hat.
You haven't got a silly hat.
Well, I think I may have an interesting hat I could put on.
That'll
If
Tea
do.
cozy.
That'll
Well,
do.
I'll try and put on the interesting hat. I've got to be quick and get it.
Go on then. Go on. Off you
Right,
go.
go on in.
At the double.
Oops.
How you doing, Lee? You all right, mate?
I'm all right, buddy. I'm all right. My camera's working. My internet's working. So everything's good.
Cool. I'm
Everything's
just
good.
adjusting my lighting.
Yeah.
My wife's doing wonders on the boat. She's doing really well. She's been working on the.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm talking to him now. No, there's still no resin. No.
No,
That was the Chandlers.
she's still got no resin. Tomorrow is going to be perfect weather, but we've got no materials to work with.
Shit.
And then on Saturday, it's going to piss down for a week. So
Can you not order through Amazon? Amazon deliver resin?
yes, we can, and yes, we have, is the answer to that question.
But it's expensive.
It is expensive. It's a lot more expensive, in fact. But never mind. I mean, it's take it or leave it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we finished up ordering it anyway, and because we're going to use it. I mean, we're going to use shitloads when the weather's right, you know, because it's a leaky old tub.
But the thing is, you got to expect it. I mean, I think Fiona said it's 50 plus years old.
Yes, mate. It's one of the very earliest fiberglass boats.
Okay.
And we're talking late 60s, early 70s. We don't know exactly the sort of...
Yeah.
Let's just go for early 70s, you know. And they were transitioning from wooden boats to fiberglass boats. And so they didn't know how thick to make the fiberglass.
Yeah.
So they made it super thick, you know, as thick as wood. And
How does that look?
they discovered that was way too thick. You know, they could get away with a lot thinner. So today's boats are actually way for thin compared to this boat's hull, which is really thick.
Yeah.
You know, because they just didn't know. They didn't know.
How does this look, you two?
That looks very
What?
good. You need a set of glasses, though. You need
I
the circle glasses.
I can't see Foxy. I've got to go back to YouTube to get him. But I must mute the sound, otherwise we'll get an echo. There he is. There we go. I've muted the sound. I can see you now.
How does that look?
It's a flat cap. Yes.
How does it look?
Yes, I'm familiar with the flat cap. I have one somewhere.
Wait a moment.
Over there
There
somewhere.
you go. Look.
But,
How does that look?
yes, I'm not going to put it on tonight because someone else out there in the internet world will get all paranoid and offended and think I'm having a go at him, and I'm not. So I'm going to leave it over there for now.
How does this
Get on
look?
with it.
How does this look?
It
Hang
looks
on.
like you're going on your holidays, mate.
What?
Oh,
It looks like you're going on your holidays.
This is like, this is
Fashion show.
the white bush hat look. Are you going fishing?
No, it's a sun hat.
A sun hat.
Yes.
Is there any,
Susan's in.
is there any
Got
sun
Susan
in
Elkin. Susan,
I've got you on StreamYard now. I can
Susan
see it.
Elkin, how are you, darling?
He took his hat off, quitter. I seen you.
It's too tight. Can you not see the line around my head? Look.
Yeah, quitter. Yeah, wuss.
I'll put
I
the
like-
stripper
I like
gown
that
hat on
hat.
if you want.
I like that hat, Foxy. That suits you. It's good for the sun in Brighton.
I'll balance it.
Yeah.
Come on, this
Is
is a silly hat video, and if you don't wear the silly hat, you lose.
Is it silly enough, the hat?
It's good enough, Foxy, because we did spring it on you rather suddenly. You didn't have time to plan, so
There
I
you go,
think
look, I've got
you
a hat.
improvised extremely well under the circumstances.
It's a hat on a twat. We got them. We got the same.
Hat on the
What did you just call myself?
No, this is talking about Harry, not me. This is Harry.
Harold, Young Harold.
It
How's
was
your toe,
too funny.
Naomi?
Hello,
How's your
love.
toe?
Oh, it's very painful.
Is this
Hey.
Foxy's
Really?
mom? Hello, Foxy's
Yeah.
mom.
Talk like my
That's
Hello.
your mother.
Hi.
How
She
you
should have
doing?
her own channel, you know, Foxy. She'd have 10,000 subscribers in no time.
Good night,
Right.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet she
She's
can
not
talk
bad.
about loads of interesting things as well.
We can
Yes.
get Foxy's baby pics out.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Well, we've only got to rewind Fox. Do you know Foxy's got over 18,000
Yeah.
videos on his channel?
Oh.
You've only got to rewind and you can see Foxy going back for years. It's actually really, really good, Foxy. I'm glad you've done that, mate.
Thank you.
Congratulations for doing that. Don't ever
I-
delete it and think, oh, that was so embarrassing. I was so young. Don't do it. I wish
Yeah.
I had shit when I was your age.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I wish I really did, but we didn't have
No,
videos,
no,
internet and shit like that, you know?
no. Hailey just said hello. Hailey, I'll definitely tell her you said hello.
Hey, HSI, how are you?
Fine.
I need to get
Hi.
the comments up. I can't see the comments.
So I need to put the brim up because I couldn't see properly with
Can't
the
see
brim
the damn
over.
comments anyway without my bloody glasses. Hell fast. What? Yes, there we go. Oh, yes, I can see now. I can see now. Christine, Zephyr, K9, Susan, Elkin. Yes, got them all. Got them all. We're all there.
Focus baby gate.
Hat gate.
Foxy, you've got to wind right down to the bottom, mate, and you've got to keep up
Yes.
because I've noticed in a lot of your lives you get a bit behind, and which is not that bad. But I mean, if possible, you should scroll it to the bottom and try and keep up and try and keep it going, because otherwise you lose out. You lose so many people, and you get so far behind.
Yeah, and
just
click on your live
positive,
chat, not your top
positive.
chat.
I'm being positive there with my. I wasn't
Yes.
having a go. Don't take
No,
offense.
I know that. No, I know I wouldn't. Susan said my hat reminds me
reminds me of Gilligan from Gilligan's Island. Susan
of
Elkin. I remember Gilligan's Island. Foxy has got no idea, Susan, who you're talking about.
Gilligan's Island. I need to look up the Gilligan's Island.
You look like George out
it's
of
a
bloody
bit
famous
old
five.
for me, but I do
You don't
remember.
look like George who?
You
Whereas
look like George out of the
Grumpy
famous
Slapper
five.
won't remember it, will you?
Wait, do you mean George in the Jungle or George the Monkey?
Oh,
Curious.
Gilligan's.
No,
I
George
remember
from the famous five.
Oh, George from the famous five. But
Enid Blyton.
I do remember Z cars. I know Z cars though.
I'm surprised you remember Z cars. I am genuinely.
barely
You've
remember.
actually done your homework. You don't remember Z cars. You've done homework.
I've watched Z cars before.
Come on, Sapper. Have you honestly watched a single episode of Gilligan's Island?
No.
Neither have I.
See, I'm 63 this year, so I
And
do
you're
remember
not looking
it.
at.
I do
I remember
it.
Fantasy Island.
You certainly
No,
do not look good at all, Graham.
The plane,
No.
boss, the plane.
Gilligan's Island, yeah.
Betty's asking you when does the calendar come out?
As soon as people are willing to get their kit off.
I'll get my bit off for your calendar.
Zeph, yes, I do know HR Puff and stuff. Actually, I've seen it. I've seen pretty
Oh,
all of
that's an old
HR
one.
Puff and stuff.
That's an old
Take care,
one.
Christine.
HR Puff and stuff. I've pretty much seen all of it actually.
Hector's
And I
house.
do
Do you remember
know.
Hector's house?
I remember
No,
Hector's
not
house.
Hector's house, but HR Puff and stuff. Yes, I've seen that.
Do you ever see
Magic
Andy
Roundabout.
Pandy?
HR Puff and stuff. Where'd you go when things get rough? HR Puff and stuff. Can't do a little because you can't do enough. Do 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 do
Well,
do
enough
do
of
do.
that.
What?
Yes, that's the one. Enough of that. Yes, you remember the Magic Roundabout?
Yes, I do. The magic roundabout's the place to get about.
No, I
No.
don't remember that tune, but I remember the Magic.
Yes, I know that. I know that
Zebedee.
too.
Doing, time for bed.
But originally that was French.
I hated Zebedee because every
Yeah.
time we bounced in, it was bedtime, wasn't it? Yeah.
Boing.
And speaking of other, and also Marcia on Sapper's Discord made a spoof of nearly did make a spoof of the Magic Roundabout called the Tragic Roundabout, and I was like, the Tragic Roundabout, the place to spin about, something you do
But
not want to fall off.
They had someone.
But the thing is, the
YouTube
Magic
directed
Roundabout was
them
designed by
Magic
for LSD back in the 70s.
Who? LSD?
LSD.
You don't
Yeah.
get the drug, do you?
Yeah.
The Beatles did a very famous song called LSD, didn't they? Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Didn't they all take LSD, all the Beatles band members? Because I heard about their
It
drug
was
issue.
alleged at the time that they may have done.
Yeah, no, I know it was alleged. I know that it was very much alleged at the time, and I was
I don't
spoken.
know. I was very young, Foxy. I was very young. I was too young to know. That's for sure.
And rhubarb and custard. Again,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, Graham. Can you name all the toys at a play school?
No, but I can probably name some of them. Jemima.
Oh, give it a shot. Yeah, Jemima.
Jemima.
Fiona or no?
Fiona, can you name the toys at a play school?
Zebedee. Oh no! You know what? I never liked
Little Ted and Big Ted.
very important
Three.
about play school. Something very important. I'm glad you asked. I loved Floella Benjamin as a child. I
Same.
adored her. I didn't like that other woman, Trisha. I didn't know their names because I was a kid, but I
Yeah.
knew they were both black ladies, and I loved
But who was-
Floella.
Who
But
was
I
the black
did
guy
not
though?
like Trisha Goddard. I thought Trisha Goddard was a bitter, nasty bitch,
Yeah.
and I never trusted the doll Hamble. Hamble,
Yeah,
was-
Humble.
if you ask
big
me,
chunky one.
Hamble was a paedophile.
Ooh,
But
you do
who
not
was
like
the-
the
Who was
paedophiles.
the black guy in there though?
I am at war.
Oh,
Look now, hello.
A fucking missile.
Fiona's
do
at war. She's about
We
to look
don't take kindly to paedophiles, do we?
Oh,
Heard
dear.
it here first. She hasn't even recorded it yet.
Yes, you fucking did hear it.
Oh no.
Exclusive, world exclusive, Foxy. She's gonna launch a missile. She's angry with
Yeah.
someone somewhere.
She's angry with a paedophile, as it so sounds.
I'm glad it's not me she's angry with.
No, it's not. Neither of
Kind
you.
of, yes, Foxy, kind of. Yes, you're not far off.
Anybody would be angry with a bloody paedophile because they're not worth our time and money.
No.
But are you angry? You're most angry with the bloody troll who's getting convicted.
You got your phone, please.
You have to stay tuned to Fiona's channel. Where's my phone?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
Oh, there
know.
it is, over there. Just a bit
I
behind.
can, well, to tell oneself off things, I could tell who Fiona really is most angry about. Probably the troll who's going to get convicted next month.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
You're on the money, Foxy.
That's-
You're on the money.
That's Diane Durham. You said you didn't
It
know.
is.
You didn't
You're
say it.
on the money.
Now, I'm aware of the troll, but I forgot the name of the troll until
Well,
now.
yeah, that's the troll. The big fat woman
Diane
with the,
Durham.
with, the, with the blonde hair, with the thing on her
I'm
head.
not going to talk about her looks.
No,
That's irrelevant.
No, you mustn't body shame people, Foxy. It's not nice.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But when God gave her
What?
chins, she thought she'd had
What?
double chin.
What would you estimate her weight to be? I think it's
Probably
okay to do that on this occasion.
Probably about 20 stone.
Graham, why is that floppy? What the fuck is going on with that?
You have to switch it.
She's probably no less than 20 stone, that troll.
20 stone. What,
That's
do you
my
reckon, what would you be your rough estimation of her shoe size?
Oh, probably about 7, maybe 8, my guess.
Okay, yeah.
That's my guess.
Size
Because
7.
I'm an 8. Because mine's 8 UK.
I think it's okay to estimate these things in her case because we don't like her.
No. Yes, she could have my sort of size shoe because I'm in 8 UK. And I'm guessing she's about the same.
Yeah, maybe. She wasn't a thin girl, was she?
No, definitely not.
Anyway, she's back up in court next month.
Yes, and she's going to get sentenced finally.
No. If only, Foxy. I wish you were right, but it's not. Doesn't.
Oh no,
Papa was a policeman. He knows these things. Things don't work that way, right?
she won't get sentenced.
You got
Well,
two
she would have
courts
done
in
it.
the
If
UK.
she'd admitted it and gone guilty, she would have been sentenced at the next hearing. But
Yeah.
because she's gone, admitted it, but gone not guilty, it has to go through due process again
Oh
in order
God.
to make the case watertight and then
Yeah.
send her down. But she hasn't
Would-
got any. She's got nowhere to go on it. Sorry.
Which basically means, and Sapper, please feel free to butt in and disagree with me if I'm getting it wrong.
Yeah.
And
Go
she's
ahead,
going
sir.
to appear in the Crown Court in Leeds on the 4th of November,
Yeah.
and they're going to hear the evidence against her. And they're going to say, okay, you've been accused of this. You've already admitted that you did it, and yet you've gone not guilty. And
Yeah.
she may or may not change her plea because she's entitled to do that. And if she doesn't change her plea, even if she does and she pleads guilty, they'll adjourn the case for probation reports and all kinds of other psychiatric reports to another date for sentencing. But if she maintains that she's not guilty, they will adjourn the case until next year sometime when they can have a jury and the whole thing. But I don't think the court will stand for it for a moment because she's already said she did it.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, imagine that. Let's put a wild scenario here. Imagine, Foxy, you had been accused of murdering someone. Right? Hypothetical scenario.
Yeah.
You've gone to court, magistrate's court, and they said, "Oh, Foxy, you did murder this person. That's what you're accused of." And you said, "Yes, I did it, but I'm pleading not guilty."
It gets adjourned.
You
Yeah.
think, well, you've already admitted it.
Yes, I know.
And she hasn't
You know
got a
what?
lawyer. She hasn't got a solicitor.
What she's arguing about is something that may be taken into consideration in mitigation. They're not interested in whether or not other people were involved and someone egged her on and someone told her to do it. That's nothing to do with it. They're only interested in, did she do it? Yes or no?
Yes. That's
Yes, I did it. And you think, well, why are you pleading not guilty then?
Yes, I know.
The court's not interested in you standing up in court and giving a big sermon about what's going on in Palestine, you know?
Yeah.
It's not a soapbox. Court is not a soapbox for your political views, right? It's a clear cut, yes or no. This is what you're charged with. Did you do it? Yes or no. That's it. That's all they're interested in.
In a nutshell, she's kind of trying to milk the system, and she thinks she's big and clever, but she's sick as mince because realistically, if she'd gone in at the beginning and said, "Okay, I'm guilty, I did it," it'll all be done and dusted now, finished, and she probably would have got away with a suspended sentence.
Yeah.
But because of the severity, and she's completely ignoring it and just wasting the court's time, what's going to happen is the judge is going to say, right, I've had enough of this now. It's gone on too far. You've had the opportunity for legal representation. You've ignored it. Now it's become a time-wasting exercise. So I sentence you to 3 years. Bang, finished. Hopefully.
I don't
3
know.
years may be
I
too
don't
much,
know.
but
I mean, they're going to give her a slap. I can't see her getting more than 6 months at the end of the day, you know. But she might, because she's been like so awkward and been, you know.
Yeah.
Vindicative.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's
Vindicative.
malicious and vexatious, I think.
And what about the word vindicative? Were you looking for that, Graham? That word?
Which word?
She's also
Vindicative.
indicative. Yeah. What she's doing is she's also using social media even now, and she's posting on, and she thinks she's clever. She thinks that she can beat the system. I'm sorry, but that's how stupid this woman is.
She's crafty. She's very crafty.
Well, it's going to get to the point where the judge is going to say, right, I'm going to give you a a imprisonment. And I think what she'll do is she'll start singing like a canary and exposing a lot of people.
Well, yeah. There are a lot of other people. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but there are other people involved, clearly. And when the police confiscate their houses, they've got all their contracts.
Bless you, Sam.
They've got them all. And they'll be going through those contacts and establishing who is another troll and who isn't, who's just normal contacts. And so hopefully we'll get to the bottom. And plus we've got this other troll that's almost about to be sort of exposed, which is the Not Trevor Cole troll. Who's been in Trevor off for a couple of years now.
Hello, Tasso. Tasso's in the chat now. Lovely hats. Tasso likes our hats.
Yes. Well, it's silly hat night.
Yeah, it certainly is. Which I didn't know about until Graham and Sapper came on.
No, well, we didn't tell you, Foxy, so it's not your fault.
No, I know.
But you improvised very well. This is my waterproof rain hat, so when it rains really hard, my hair will not get ruined.
And you've got a fantastic full head of hair, Graham.
Almost. It's getting a bit thin at times. But yes.
You've got a fantastic head of hair.
It's getting a bit thin, but I'm not bald. Not yet.
No, you've got more hair than what my grandfather had when he was your age.
Oh, right. Okay.
He was partially bald.
People back in the Second World War, they had sharp back and sides and strutted about with their collars all buttoned up, didn't they? And, things have moved on. We've evolved since those days.
Yes.
Soldiers today can have beards.
Yes. I wouldn't grow out a beard.
Snapper.
I would never grow out a beard. I wouldn't do that.
Seriously.
Somebody
he
said
could
the
get
other
away
day on
with
my
that
live.
on the parade square. He could have that beard on the parade square today. Whereas back in his day, he'd have been shot at dawn.
Oh. I would never have a beard.
I'll be classed as a hippie.
I wouldn't have a beard.
You should try it.
I reckon you'd suit a good moustache.
You should try a beard. It's good. It's
Try it.
If I had a beard, I'd be identical to Trevor if I had a beard.
Well, you should try it, mate.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm 63. I've been a long-haired hippie. I've been skin bald. I've had that big beard. I've had shaved. I mean, you just try it all in combinations of the two. There's nothing wrong with that. Do it. Try it. Experiment it. See what you like and what you don't like. That's what I say.
Yeah. My hair was too thick to grow out very long. It's too thick.
Yes, I understand.
Get your ear pierced as well.
Don't know about my beard. I don't think my beard would be too thick to grow out, but I think my head would be too thick to grow out like hippie.
No, he said get your ear pierced.
Oh, no, that would hurt.
Well, maybe not. I've never had my ears pierced, not even one or two. No. I bet Sapper has, haven't you, mate?
I've never had anything pierced. Well, no, I haven't.
Have you got any tattoos?
No. No, I don't.
Me?
Yeah, Sapper.
I've got 4.
Really? All out of sight?
No, I've got my Royal Engineers cap.
That is. Put that up again. Let me see that again. Come on.
Just look at that huge arm.
Royal Engineers cap badge. Oh,
just
get
look at
it.
that huge arm.
Get it. No,
what
respect,
a big
mate,
arm.
respect.
And this one here, I've got the Pink Panther.
I've got
just what a big arm.
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
It's a very
I've got a mouse on my ass.
No, I don't have any tattoos. Unfortunately, I never succumbed to the.
Same. If you see here, no tattoos at all. None.
Oh, look at that! You could bounce light off that in a photographic studio.
What?
His arm.
I can't see his arm. Oh yeah, I can now. I've just switched over to YouTube.
It's making your shirt look dull.
Okay.
But is it me, or have I got?
Tattoos there, Foxy. That's okay. That's
Well,
good.
is it me, or are my arms smaller than yours and Sapper's, Graham?
No. Well, I'm an old man. I don't have any muscles to speak of. You know,
That's
not
bigger
really.
than my arm.
I'd never done any weight training or anything. You know,
Neither have I.
this is just pure normality.
Yes. I mean, I'm happy with skinny arms. I'm happy with skinny arms.
Sapper's clearly done a lot of weight training in his day, hasn't he?
Well,
No wonder why.
I actually gained more when I did the commando course. I became
You
more
did a commando course.
bulked up. I did, yeah.
Engineers don't do commando courses.
Yes, they do.
What did you
Of course they
do? What
I
with the
did
with the Royal Marines?
Yeah, I did the All Arms Commando course.
You did a really?
Yeah, really.
Computer soon.
Oh, my wife wants the computer soon, so I'm gonna have to go soon.
Well, 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes or so.
Okay, that's fine. Not to worry.
Yeah.
I've got my green berry if you want to see it.
Yeah. No, I believe you. Honestly, don't
Okay.
bother. I believe you. You did a Royal Marine Commando course.
I did, and I was Foxy's
I know
age when
that.
I did it, so he's got no excuse.
Wow, I'm impressed because that's not easy. That is pretty fucking hard.
I
So
know that.
you had to run around with a tin hat on and loads of telegraph poles on your shoulder and things like that.
But it wasn't so much pole running. A lot of it was heavy on the back, and you had to do 9 miler with your belt kit on.
What was it, about 35 kilos, those packs?
And what it was now, using pounds, wasn't it? We never used to use kilos back then. It was pounds, wasn't it? I can't remember. Such a long time ago.
I was never hard enough to do any of that shit.
In fact, it's 30 years ago, actually, when I did my course.
I used to, you know, if I could do the BFT, I was happy. I failed the BFT once by 15 seconds.
But you know what? I wasn't made for speed. I was just more a plodder. You know, I was intense. You know, so yeah. I mean, I could keep up with the rest of them, but you know, when it came for sprinting and people coming in at sub 8 minute for BFTs, I wasn't one of them.
No, I
wasn't.
I did run myself to exhaustion once, and I finished up clinging to a lamppost at the end of it and almost throwing up. But I didn't quite throw up. But I mean, I thought, no, I can't do all this running shit.
No.
You know, it's I can like plod along slowly, but some of these guys were super fit and they could go and they could have packs on their back and the helmets and the rifles above their heads and all this. Yeah. Not me. I honestly, genuinely wasn't hard enough.
I couldn't have done that either. I couldn't.
No.
I'm too small a man.
I look back on it and I think, how did I do it? But you know what? I can still run now. I reckon I could probably do a kilometre in about 6 minutes.
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Eric. Good to see you, my friend.
I've never tried.
Eric's a good guy. Guys, let me put Eric's channel up because he's a good guy. You need to follow Eric.
Okay.
He's a great man.
Christmas trees. Where's Christmas trees?
Eric, he's got Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a farm he works on. Very interesting.
But I couldn't have done what people did in the army in your day, Graham. I couldn't have just ran several miles with heavy equipment on a backpack. I couldn't do that either.
No, it's not easy, Foxy. It's not easy.
It's intensely hard. It's so sorry.
It's really not an easy thing to do.
I bet. Sounds very intensive.
Yeah, there are. I mean, I've known people who have been like in the Marines and they've done the Special Forces course and that, and you look at them and you think, fuck me, I would not want to get in a fight with you.
No.
Not at all, ever.
Certainly
go, well, I'm not fucking hard, but I'm as hard as the next man, and you think,
no. No.
You know what? Most of the special forces guys, it's up here. It's not about muscles.
It's back up here, yes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And it's
I
the
mean-
same when you get old. It's the same when you get old because look at me. I mean, I'm 63 this month.
Yes.
And you look back at young lads that are like in their 20s, you think, I've got no chance. You know what I mean? Fitness and stamina wise against someone of that age. But so you got to get smart. You got to
It's a
use
state
the
of mind.
brain to your advantage in that context because otherwise you're never going to beat them.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a state of mind.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
know, and it's with endurance. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of things that I did as far as my qualification is, and I can't remember doing it. Why? Because you zone out. You just focus on getting to the other end, but you're not aware of everything that's going on around you.
Yeah. True right on that.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the UK, you know, I remember being in Dartmoor, quite near to Dartmoor Prison, actually, Little Miss Tour, Big Miss Tour, and around that area, and we were like, these are the days of Margaret Thatcher. They didn't give us ordnance survey maps. They gave us a photocopy of an ordnance survey map.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the lines that all the blue lines and the brown
All
lines
faded
and
out.
different lines were all black. Right, so you got to think, okay, you got your compass, you got this big piece of paper which is a photocopy of the map. It saves money, doesn't it? You know, the Thatcher years. And off we went across Dartmoor, which was fine, and we actually were doing okay until the fog came down, and then all the ink ran off the page. We were dirty black smudge.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then we were fucked because we knew which way was north, but other than that, we had no idea how to get to our next destination until we bumped into some army cadets. Now, the army cadets had a proper ordnance survey map, you know, with a glossy sheen on it. And we're like that, whoa, army cadets. And they went, whoa, real soldiers. And we then, come here.
Give me that.
I'll tell you what we'll do. You can play with my SLR. Can I have a look at your map? And they went, wow, look, SLR. And they were passing it between each other. And we were there on their ordnance survey map going, where the fuck are we? We're here. We've got to go there. We need this bearing. Okay, lads, thanks very much. There's your map back. Give me my gun. Thank you very much. See you again. And those fucking army cadets saved our fucking bacon because we were fucked otherwise. Didn't know where we were. And anyone who's ever been on Dartmoor, when the fogs come down, like you're fucked.
Same
Honestly,
shit,
you don't
that's
know
right.
where the shit you are.
And you're constantly taking a bearing and you go, right, that bush over there, we'll take a bearing. Then when you get there, it's not there anymore because it's a fucking sheep.
I'm glad you went a compass because otherwise you'd be going round and round in circles in the fog. You know, it's
Yeah.
But these guys in the special forces, I mean, they go to. Did you do Brecon Beacons and places like that?
Yeah, I was at Sennybridge. Yeah.
And you have to tab up to the top of what's that mountain called that they all tab up to?
Penny Fan.
That's the one. I mean, I've never done that, but I mean, it looks horrendous, and it's always pissing down, isn't it, when you're doing it?
It is. Well, no, I've got to be honest with you. Both times I did it was sunny, so which had its drawbacks because you're sweating your bollocks off by the time you get there.
Yeah. Well, when I was doing soldiering, you know, trying to be hard, and I thought, no, fuck this. I thought I need to do something else, so I got to go fly helicopters. I know that's what I wanted to do. That was me. I thought I got to do something more different. I can do that. I can be the hero flying a helicopter in and out. Not a problem. Phone call. Please excuse me, chaps.
No problem.
Right.
So what's the hardest thing you've ever done physically?
Trying to rugby tackle somebody.
Okay. How
I
did that
couldn't.
end up?
Me getting rugby tackled many times.
Yeah, but you said you did a rugby tackle on somebody else?
I tried to do it, but I couldn't knock the person over.
Okay.
And that was the hardest thing I've ever tried physically.
Have you ever had stitches?
No, no, I've had a head glue once before, but I've never had stitches.
Okay. How did you do that?
Head glue? Well, I was at a friend's house of mine. I jumped and I hit my head on the wall and fell back and fell.
So
And
no
because I hit
blood.
my head, what?
No blood.
There was blood actually, yes.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had to have a
I've
head glue.
never, I've never broken a bone in my body.
Really, you
Yeah,
haven't?
never broken a bone. I've jumped out of
Impressive.
planes. I've fallen off ladders. I've done all sorts of crazy shit. But
Wow.
luckily, touch wood. I need proper wood. Okay, there's proper wood. Touch wood. I've never broken a bone in my body.
Impressive. You are really one remarkably tough man, Sapper, if you've never broken a bone.
Here somewhere.
Yeah, I've hurt my toe. I've fractured it, but I haven't broken it.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I've broken. I've done is fractured my big toe. But other than that, I've not really done anything.
Yeah.
We're
Impressive.
just talking about broken bones. Have you ever broken a bone?
No. Well, yeah, only my middle toe when I was parachuting.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I came in and I just pointed my toes as I landed, and it just snapped my middle toe. But
Ah,
I never got it set or anything. It just set wrong, you know. But
Yeah.
I've been quite lucky as far as broken bones are concerned. Yeah, that was the only incident really.
I've fractured a metatarsal once.
A what?
I've fractured my metatarsal once.
Metatarsal? What
In
the?
his foot.
The fifth metatarsal in my foot once.
Right. Okay. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what a metatarsal is.
Metatarsal is like one of your toes in your foot, like one of the near end, the fifth metatarsal.
Mine was middle toe. I've got to feel both feet now to find out. Oh yeah, left one. Just pointing my toes as I came into landing. That was it. But I took loads of people to hospital who got it a bit wrong coming into land. Yeah.
I imagine. I can only imagine.
Well, I didn't do any military jumps. I did all my jumps were in Civvy Street. So I was at the Black Knights Parachute Centre near Blackpool. So Blackpool Infirmary was the local hospital. So whenever people broke legs and things and shit landing, we used to put them in the van and take them down to Blackpool Hospital.
Yeah.
And they didn't receive any sympathy whatsoever when we got there. So how did you do this? What? Oh yeah, my wife wants the computer, guys, so I've got to go.
It's wonderful having you on here, Graham, and thank you for being a part of the fun.
Thank you very much for having me on, old bean.
Pleasure, Graham.
And I'll see you again.
Certainly,
Take
I'll
care,
definitely
boy.
have you on again.
Cheerio.
We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Right,
May the Lord God go with you.
Absolutely.
That was brilliant
You
having
gotta
Graham
love
on.
him, and yeah.
Oh, he's a
Gotta love
brilliant friend. He's one of my best friends, Sapper, as are you too.
He's a good lad. Yeah.
He's brilliant.
Well, me and Graham talk at least once or twice a week. So,
Impressive.
yeah.
No, I'm really pleased I've
Good
got him
lad.
in my life now.
I wish I'd met him ages ago.
What?
I said I wish I'd met him ages ago.
I'm the same too. I'm feeling this. I'm the same as well. I wish I'd known him years ago too. Because I only just became aware of Graham last year, and that was how I became associated with him and Fiona.
Yeah. Yeah. So who else is going to come on and join us?
I don't know.
Who else in the chat wants to come on and join us?
I'll put the invite link up now, but I need to use. But I will need to use the loo in a minute.
No problem. I'm going to take my hat off because Graham can't judge me then.
Yeah, I'll put mine off too.
You meet the people when you're supposed to. Yeah, you're right. You're quite right, Zephyr. You're quite right. By the way, this weekend on my live, sorry Foxy, I'm just going to pump my live stream. On Sunday, I've got some really good songs for you. See that hat's too small for me. It's cut the blood supply off to my forehead. Yeah, so I've got some really good songs coming up on Sunday. So I've been working on them this week. And yeah, for those that didn't know, H.G. Tudor, had a good chat with him today, and he interviewed me on if I ruled the world, and it was really good. He's such a nice guy, such a nice guy. But that's not going to be released until not this Sunday, the Sunday after, the 20th, I think it is. 20th. So yeah, look out for that. It's we had quite a laugh doing that one. What else have we got to tell you? Yeah, everybody hide. Foxy, we can hear you. But he hasn't shut the door. Yeah, Meow. He left. He's because the owner wanted the computer. Shh, shh. He's back now. Quiet, quiet. Everybody hide. We can hear him coming. He's going to the fridge. He's going to get a drink. Yeah, he's washing his hands now. Well, at least I hope he's washing his hands. It sounds like he's washing his hands. I can't play a song because it's not my live stream. Yeah, he might have
Yes,
to
correctly. I did wash my hands.
We're teasing you, mate. You should hear these people in the chat. They're giving you
Yes.
grief. Yeah, I always wash my hands. Yeah.
Important to maintain your hygiene every time you've gone to the loo. Wash your hands.
Absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. Foxy, can I just say, you look so much better with your collar undone.
Thank you. I'm actually quite cold. I need to get it buttoned up.
Get out of town. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'll get your cats.
Oops.
You look.
Oh, thank
seriously,
you.
You look so much more relaxed when you've got your top collar under. And it
Okay.
doesn't make you any warmer. Trust me, it doesn't make you any warmer.
It makes me feel colder with it unbuttoning this time of year.
Hey, Joy's in the chat. Can I just say now, Foxy, everybody in the chat, get around Joy and give her some love because she's really having a bad time at the moment and she needs lots of support. So, Joy,
We have your
all
back
care
always,
about
Joy.
you, my darling. We all care about you.
We stand beside you every step of the way, Joy, and we're sorry for all that you're going through and all the troubles that you're facing. Never is it fun to be put through the pains of such trouble.
No, she's suffering. So I don't like to see her suffer.
No, and
I
I'm
speak to
right.
Joy every day, pretty much every day or every other day, and she just needs to be cheered up. She's anyway. I don't want to go into anything personal. Joy knows where I'm coming from, but
Yes.
everybody needs to give her a big hug and just know that people care about her.
Yeah, we care very much about you, Joy. I mean, I do not like to see people suffer in sadness either. I really don't.
Yeah.
Or seeing people trolled or made fun of in the way Graham and Fiona were made fun of with the trolling, with such depravity thrown at them, with trolls laughing
For
at
sure.
Graham having cancer, etc. That was what angered me a lot, greatly. It shocked and
Me
horrified
too.
us.
Me too.
What?
Me too.
Yeah.
Um,
Stand beside you
it's,
always, Joy. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for the hugs to Joy. We'd give Joy a big hug, wouldn't we, right now, because she's going through too much.
Yeah. And Joy, if ever you want to come and talk to me, just send me a message. We'll have a chat. And I'm pretty sure that anybody else in the chat who are good people, everybody in this chat are really good people. And these people will get around you. And I'm sure pretty much anybody in the chat would share their phone number and have a chat with you and just keep your spirits up and make you laugh.
Yes, best way forward.
So yeah. Oh, Meow, I'm so sorry if you're going through all that bad stuff with the hurricane. I hope you're okay over there.
The
It's
hurricane
really
was
horrible
horrific.
to see. I saw some
The
of the
hur-
videos, and my God, that's really bad, isn't it? And
The hurricane
and
was
for
horrific.
what? Yeah,
It's nothing but horrific.
Yeah.
Oh, ghastly natural
Yeah.
disaster.
for sure. And it's still going through it now. Still going through
No,
it.
no, no, no. Terrible pains to be put through with hurricane disasters, etc. Terrible pains to
Yeah,
be put
it's
through
not good
with.
at all. Yeah. Yeah. And if anybody's going through a bad time, yeah, just hit me up. I'll have a chat with you. I'm a good listener. I will listen.
No, you
Without
said
a
to me
doubt.
before you're a good listener, and I can see
Yeah.
you're a very deeply good listener. I must say, you're very deep when you're listening to what one's saying and all that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Trevor's
I
in.
know that
The
everybody's
ginger gate's in.
Hey,
The
Trevor,
ginger
good to
gate.
see you, buddy.
Hello, Trevor. Well, you once said,
Yeah,
"Oi,
not too
ginger
bad,
gate,
thanks.
come on in there." Don't you remember? You're like,
Yeah.
"Oi, ginger gate."
There's a lot of people in the chat who are going through a lot of troubles and pains in their life, and
Yes.
life's for living. If you've got
Yes.
something, let's talk about it.
Life is totally for living.
If I can bring a smile to somebody's face, then I'm doing what well, I don't know how to word it. I'm bringing something positive to somebody's life, and I'm happy to do that.
Yes. No, thank you. Really, thank you, Sapper, for having one's back, genuinely. Not only my back, but Graham and Fiona, Trevor, Hutches, Annabelle, all those you cared about greatly. We couldn't thank you enough for having our backs, and particularly Joy, who's going through trouble and all that.
Yeah, Joy is lovely. Joy's lovely.
No, I love Joy dearly. I really do. Certainly a good evening to you, Trevor.
Yeah, thanks, Zeph. That means a lot. It really does. I'll give up time to come and speak to people who are, feeling bad, feeling low.
Yeah.
It's
Best
nice
thing
to
to do.
walk away from a phone call knowing that person's just had a really good laugh.
Yes.
So
Trevor's really getting it. Yes, it's a resounding hello to our Trevor indeed, Betty.
yeah, it's a good guy. Trevor, I've got your book out, mate. I always keep it low, so
Exploitation.
hopefully your exploitation books will start flying off the shelves again.
Outer Limits has made a good point. Sadly, so many have struggles which go unseen, unheard. We just need to support each other as and
It
when.
takes a strong person to put their hand up and just say, I need help. Trust
It
me,
really
It really
does.
does. Yeah.
No, it really, really does. I couldn't deny that. One cannot deny that. Prayers for all affected by hurricane. 45 children are missing in North Carolina town. That is tragic. That's well and truly
That's
tragic.
just in North Carolina town. There's over 300. No, sorry, that's wrong. There was over 460 the other night that were missing. People were missing.
Too many.
Floods. It's horrific.
Too many
Absolutely.
people missing. Far too many missing.
Not good. So, Stevie, thank you very much. I'm a genuine guy. I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm a guy who will always listen. And there's over 1,000 missing now. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Tragic.
It really doesn't surprise me. It's sad.
It's well and truly tragic.
In this day and age, this is unacceptable.
I know.
There should have been operational awareness put in place, ready to deal with problems like this. And it's shocking.
Not enough
All the big people
prioritized.
with lots and lots of money and all these big insurance companies, are they going to pay out? I don't
No.
think so.
No, it's just there's just little priority for these disasters, which is an appalling.
Yeah, absolutely right.
And speaking of, like, it's not just those things that have little priority. There are certain crimes that are not prioritized hard enough as well, which is another thing
Totally
that's
right. But that comes down to politics. Let's not go in there.
no.
That's a subject. That's jumping down the rabbit hole. That one, Stevie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have got the same sense of humour as me.
You've got a
It's
fantastic
probably in the
sense of
gutter,
humor.
actually.
No, Stevie's got a fantastic sense of humor. I've seen it many times in my lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
As do you.
Thanks
Yours
for
is,
living.
I mean, in your sense of humor is top notch, if anything.
I have to tone it down sometimes.
Yes. Does Juvie tell you that you have to tone it down?
Yeah, she did tonight.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to divulge anything, but it was something that's going to come out in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay. I would have thought she liked your humorous demeanour.
Oh, she does. Don't get me wrong, she does.
But well done on her award. Well done on her award from a few
Oh,
short
she's
weeks
very
ago.
proud. I'm very proud, but my wife is very humble as a person.
No, I saw.
Yeah,
I've seen just how humble she is in the live chat.
for sure. Yeah,
She's
she's from the Philippines, and
yeah.
she's always worked for what she's got. She's not one of these people who come from rich family or anything like that. She's like me. We fight to survive.
Yes.
It's we will get there, and there's too many assholes in this world that prevent people from getting on. But I'm at a position in my life now where I'm knocking down walls. I'm saying, no, I'm not having it. You're not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. So, and with my channel at the moment, my channel's growing.
Yes, it's doing really well.
It's not growing fast, but it's
No.
fast enough for me to deal with,
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, it's not about me being monetized, because it's.
No.
I'm
with
enjoying
me.
what I'm doing when I do my music quizzes. I enjoy listening to the banter. I enjoy making people laugh, and as I've said before, these aren't my subscribers. You guys are not my subscribers.
You're our greatest
You may
friends.
subscribe to my channel, but you're my friends. If I was to open my bar, and I'm pretty sure we'd have a laugh. We
would.
Laugh,
Oh, yes.
and it wouldn't be as subscribers or followers. It would be as friends. And that's the way I like to treat people. You join my channel as a stranger, you leave as a friend, and that's my way of looking at life. And
It's a fantastic morality. It's fantastic morality to have. It's not about being monetized. It's not about having so many subscribers. And my philosophy is about bringing people together, as is with Graham and Fiona. They bring people together. I like to do the same thing.
And by the way, everybody in the chat, if you're not subscribed to me, it's up to you if you want to subscribe. I'm not forcing you to. But if you have subscribed, please check your subscription if you are still following me, because Annabelle, Paul, and I spoke a couple of days ago, and I got unsubscribed from Annabelle's channel. What's going on? I never unsubscribed. So it's worth looking at your subscriptions of the people that you follow to make sure you still follow them, because I'm pretty sure somebody in YouTube are going unsubscribe, 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 and it's wrong.
Old tricks. Those are old tricks.
Yeah, absolutely. But on the plus side, my songs are getting good at the moment. I've just written a song for the Canadian Thanksgiving. It's going to be released next Sunday, which is Thanksgiving Day in Canada.
That's where my friend Heather's located, Canada.
There you go. Yeah. Is she in the chat?
And Jodie. What?
And Jodie, yeah, and Ria, and who else?
No,
is from
Ria's not
Canada?
Canada.
Oh, Imogen's from Canada as well, isn't she?
Imogen.
And Diane.
Yes, Diane.
And Harriet.
Yeah.
These are the people who, There's so many people, even across us from the States and in the States as well. I've got somebody in New
Yes.
Zealand as well.
Quake Girl,
Yeah.
that's one example, or Heather Griffin.
Yeah, there's
No,
so
there are-
many, so many.
there
But you
are
know
a
what?
few,
There's in the chat here, in the people that regularly come to our channel and come to your channel, there is not one asshole. There's not one asshole in your chat.
Oh, I can
They
see
are
that.
really 100% down the line, genuine people.
I can
I
see
love
that. No, and I value them
Yeah.
for it greatly.
Yeah. So
No,
anyway, it's life, isn't it?
yes.
It's life.
And always an important
Well,
life lessons worth sharing.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely. Well, listen, mate, I'm going to have to tie it up now. It's 5 to 1 in the morning over here.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me on. And
Pleasure.
as always, it's a pleasure. It really is.
Always have you on any time.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And every time we do a live, undo your bottom.
Yes, I'll do that. Otherwise,
Seriously, it
other-
makes you look so casual. Having that button done up, it makes you look uptight. But once you undo it, you go, it makes you look so much better.
otherwise my cats would get it, wouldn't I, if I did the button up?
Yeah, you'd have to hide them. I'll send the boys round.
Oh, God.
Yeah, got to be done. All right, mate. Well, listen, I'm going to love you and leave you. And everybody in the chat, thank you very much for listening to my yagging on. And you know, it's lovely to have you interview me.
Yes.
It's nice. It's nice. It's productive. It's productive for us to do this.
Yes, completely.
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
You sleep well, won't you,
give-
Zappa?
I will, and give my regards to your mum, and I hope her toe gets back to normal as soon as possible. But
Yes.
you need to do a live with your mum again, because everybody in the chat thoroughly enjoyed the live that when you brought your mum on.
And especially when we did it back in June.
Absolutely. And do you know what we should do? Is we should have me and Graham, you can sit in the corner, right? And me and Graham will interview your mum, and she can tell us about Foxy.
Yes. About me.
I reckon that'll be good. Yeah.
And
Is
she
your mum
even
listening now?
No, she's gone to bed.
Ah, right. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, listen, thank you very much, and let's catch up soon.
Certainly, Sapper, yes. And I'll try and catch your live on Sunday if I can, but I'm event attending, but I'll try and catch it.
Oh, you'll be there. Don't worry. It's fine. You'll be there.
Yes. Ta-ta for now, Sapper. Sleep well.
Take care, my friend. All right. Be good.
Yes, I will. Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful having Sapper on. You got to go now. Ta-ta for now, Susan. Ta-ta for now. Certainly wonderful having you on here. Oh, Ginger. Hello to you, Ginger. Goodbye to Sapper. Yeah, lots of great big hugs and kisses. Well, lots of great big hugs and squeezes and kisses to you always, Susan. Always. And hoping your cat is okay too. Pleasure and always, Sapper. It's certainly a pleasure indeed. God, I'm cold. I need to do my button up. God, I mean, I am cold, but Sapper's not on the live, so my cats won't. The boys won't get sent. No. You know. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know. Oh. Oh, no, oh, you're still watching. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, that's nothing but cold. 6-degree weather. Far too cold. Cold as fuck. Yes, oops, excuse the language. You know. If you're cold, you need to cover your head. Buttoning doesn't help too much. Oh, God, Seth. Oh, Goldie, you're getting a hoot out of this, are you now? I know, Seth. Hoot. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. And many best wishes to Harriet, Willa, and Alice. Many best wishes to the 3 ladies. Put on the jacket. I always put my coat on every time, my jacket or coat every time I go out. I always do that every time I go out. You know. But yes, it's been wonderful having all of your company here tonight, I must say. I'm not going to end it straight away, but I'm going to end it when we get to about, say, 2 hour, 5 minutes, something like that. But to come to Texas, 90 degrees. Could you believe a double? I know. I saw it. Awful. And it's horrific. The hurricanes, it's horrific. Completely horrific. It's an extremely horrific natural disaster that's going on in several parts of the United States of America, Ginger. Awful. Extremely horrific. Missed most of the life. Hello, Joe. Don't you worry. Please, don't you worry about it. It's certainly okay. A nice Gillette fleece keeps the trunk area warm and cozy. 7 degrees. Well, speaking of things outer limits, if I bring it down a little, you see here, I've got 2 jumpers on, and with the shirt here, it's a polo shirt that I'm wearing. I've got a vest on underneath, so it's a good 4 layers, and yet I'm cold. Put a coat on, it's an added additional 5 layers. 81 degree Fahrenheit. Wait a moment, I just need to look it up. Actually, you'd be surprised, Zev, but in 27 degree heat, which is 81 degrees Fahrenheit weather, I would have I would actually have a lightweight jacket on, but I wouldn't zip it up. I'd have a shirt and a lightweight jacket. It would be a shirt and lightweight jacket, and actually tell you something, Zev, I wouldn't say I'd be cold, but I wouldn't say I'd be cold, but I'd be warm, but not baking hot if I had a jacket on, unzipped, and a long sleeve shirt in 81 degree Fahrenheit weather. 100 Fahrenheit, wait a moment. 100 Fahrenheit, no, I think 100 would be a bit much. 100 would be a bit much. No, it would really be a bit too much. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's nearly 40 degrees. Bloody hell. 40 degrees weather. I need a heated Gillette. I think you're too right on that, Thornbury. Not sure he can layer it up much more. It is cold in Brighton, Joe. Yes, it is cold. Just finished work, got in the car. 9 degrees. That is baking. That is frozen cold. That is certainly frozen cold. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I think that's a bit too hot. I mean, my limit would be about 92 degrees Fahrenheit, Zeph. 100 degrees, I think 92 is about my limit. 95, about 92 is my limit. 92 would be about my limit for baking hot weather, Zeph. 92. Anything over that, that's just nothing but baking hot. A bit too hot, really. And also why it's more risky for me if it's anything hotter than that. And why I say that is because I get sunburnt more easily, taking into account my fair skin. Screw it, I'll show what my arm looks like. Even though one could see my arm is very fair, white and fair, it's very, very skinny, my arm, as one could see. Skinny arm, but very, very white, fair arm. But skinny, and nothing but skinny arm on a skinny 5'8", 11 stone or 154-pound man. But I'm happy. But, don't get me wrong. One might say, oh, you look far too thin being 154 pounds because it gives you 2 skinny arms or a small skinny body and a small 30-inch waist. Can I tell oneself, I love being a small man. I really do. I happily be embracing every moment of being small every day. I have certainly nothing against being small, I've been a small man pretty much all my life, really. I have obviously put on weight since I got into my 20s, going from 130 pounds or 9 stone 4 to 11 stone or 154 pounds. So I've gained nearly 2 stone since turning 20, you know, but I love being small. I mean, it is a small weight to be 154 pounds, but it's not petite, you know, but I'm happy with my figure. 154 to 160 pounds is my weight limit. But, you know, but I'm happy with it. So long as I stick to the fruit and vegetable and fish diet, hopefully I'll remain in the 154 to 160 pound range. If I go anything over 160 pounds, I'll do whatever it is to lose that weight, either by intermittent fasting or serious dieting. That's what I would do. Northern Nevada, sorry, it gets chilly up there. God. Small, I'm slick and quick and intelligent. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Harriet. Hello, hello, hello. You missed quite a few gates. Yes, you missed calendar gate, Harriet. That's what you missed. Diane would tell you all the gates. You wish you were skinny. Well, you know, Matt, some of us are skinny, some of us are medium, some of us are big, some of us are huge. We're all different. We all come in different shape and size. That's all. Small yet slick and quick. I'm not that quick. I mean, I can walk. I can't go extremely fast. But I certainly cannot run very far or run fast enough, and certainly not for long enough, Ginger. But thank you for the compliments, saying that I'm intelligent. You know, but just to say, small thing as I may well be, 5'8", 154 pounds, because many of you are in the American neck of the woods and you'd understand what 11 stone is in pounds. 11 stone, it equates to 154 pounds. You know, it's 14 pounds every stone to share it. Small thing as I may well be, it certainly does not stop me from living life to the full. And I can tell you one person who is the same weight as me, Dawn Marie Smith. She's the same height and the same weight. She said it to me one live and I was astonished, but I got her weight wrong because I said she was 11 stone 8. But she said, no, the 8 is the size of my shoes, HUK, which is same as me, HUK, which would be a 9 US Canada men's or a 10 US Canada women's, which is what both of us have. But sorry about the mistake back in June, Dawn Marie, but thank you for your corrected reminders when it happened. Yeah, no, I got it wrong. Mistake, lol. Huge can be good when it comes to meat and two veg. Oh, size gate. Harriet, you've not missed a gate there now. Oh, goodness. Yes, Graham and Sapper were on the live, Dawn Marie. Yes, you have to watch the replay. Harriet, you certainly have to watch the replay. Amen. Wait. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right, I'm so sorry, everybody, but I'm going to have to depart and finish things off. But once again, Mental Health Awareness Day, as it has been today, important it's well represented in every way possible. Thinking of all those who suffer from terribly awful mental health troubles, mental health trauma, PTSD as one example. Trevor's been struck down with it, unfortunately. You know, all kinds of mental disabilities. This is the day to really think about, with all due sensitivity and kindness, for those who are having mental health troubles, etc., because it's World Mental Health Day today. You know, hug and squeeze to you always, Harriet. Big hug and squeeze always. Actually, no, it'll be a gentle one for you because you're quite small, but hug and squeeze always. Meat and two veggies must be an international dinner. You can't save somebody that doesn't want to save himself. If only love could save. Yes, if only love could save. Yes. Thinking of the sufferers and their families. Yes, as am I too. Good night for now, Blacksmith. Good night. It was certainly wonderful seeing you on here, Ginger, but the past weeks with these hurricanes, frightening. Not to mention awful, but frightening, if anything. You know. Right, it's time to finish things off, everybody. We've gone 2 hours, 10 minutes. Because normally we do 2 hours, but we've gone over 2 hours. There was one night we did about 3 hours. We had Martin on board. But thank you, everybody, all indeed, for watching. Good night, and may your God go with you. Thank you. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Yes, I know. Small thing as you may well be, Harriet, you have you are hugely naughty and you have a big mouth. I know that. Thank you, Dawn Marie. Yes, praying to all those in Florida and New York. Big hug and squeeze always. Take care, outer limits. Hug and squeeze always, and you always had it. Time to finish things off. Good night, and may your God go with you. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness. Night, night, Helen. Big hug and squeeze always. Ta-ta for now, and it was certainly most wonderful having all of your company. Bye-bye, or ta-ta. Many best wishes being sent your way. And we finish with the boob gate. Wonderful.